Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now, guys. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please do let me know. No issues whatsoever, right, guys? No issues? Great, amazing, guys, amazing. So, how are you guys? Is everybody all right? Is everybody fine? The first question, I know you guys know what is going to be my question. How was your day, guys? How was your day? Was it good? Was it productive or not? I told you guys, right? Study something new every single day. Study something every single day. So did you guys had a productive day or not, guys? Please do let me know. Good. See, guys, try to make sure every single day you're spending time on learning something. Okay? Every day, take out at least 2 to 3 hours of your time to learn something. Right now is the time for learning. See, college examinations and all these kind of shit, it does not make a lot of difference. Speaking very frankly, whatever you are studying in college, that is not going to get you guys placements. It is not going to get you guys placements. Start learning something new. Start studying for your placements itself. Okay, whatever you're studying in college, it does, no company gives a shit about what you're doing. You're learning CSE, I don't give a shit. You're learning mechanical, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about anything. This is what the companies think about. Okay, try to learn, try to prepare for the examinations that these companies have, try to prepare for the interviews, try to make your profile better. Okay, try to make sure that you guys are doing well. That is my opinion, guys. I hope that you will consider it as an opinion and you guys will start working about it as well. Okay, so Hema Chandiran has written what I'm going to ask next. We have learned about var, alert, functions, arguments, parameters, and return statements. Good. Good. So these all things, start learning about it. Okay, and I know you guys are amazing. I know you guys will do amazing, guys. Okay, tomorrow, guys, I'm going to start my series on Python. I think so. By tomorrow night I will be starting my series on Python. So for those who want to start learning Python, you guys can definitely join that. I will be teaching Python. We'll be doing some projects as well right over there. Okay. Once it is being completed, so I think so it will take me 15 to 20 days to complete Python. Okay. After that, I'm planning for Java. Okay. So after Python, I will be launching again on YouTube itself on Java. So I hope that you guys will be there. I will also be trying to start DSA at some particular point of time. So actually, I am good at DSA. I don't mind that. But the other friend, I don't know if you have heard about him or not. So there are two people in this startup. That is me and Ashish Modi. So Ashish Modi is a data engineer and he is amazing in data structures and algorithms. So I would request you guys, I'm requesting him that he will start a program on DSA for you guys very soon. So definitely, see, our job right over here is to provide you guys with whatever you want. Okay, so do be a part of it. This is for the very first time. So these boot camps that you are able to see right over here, you guys are able to see that these boot camps, you have to come up live to the class. You have to fill your attendance every single day, and only then you are getting the certificates. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. You have to come every single day live to the class. Make sure that you're learning right over here, and then only you are getting the certificates. Am I right, guys? Please let me know. Yes. For the Python class, I'm taking a very different approach. Okay. for the Python class, what I'm planning is that instead of me being live and teaching you guys, the Python class will be pre-scheduled. I will be creating the videos. I will be putting it on YouTube as well. But you don't have to attend it live. Okay, so there will be a question answer sort of structure that will be there that you will have to fill up, and on the basis of those answers itself you will get your certificates, so that you are studying, you are attending the classes, and only then you are getting the certificates. So I'm planning a various different things, guys. Let us see how that goes on. Okay, so do make sure that if you want to learn Python, you are there in that class as well. Okay, good. Okay, so let's get started with our today's class. Is that Python course free? Yes, Harshit, it's free. Do not worry about it. So right over here, let's start with our today's class, guys. So today we are going to start off with React.JS, guys. Okay, we are going to start off with React.JS. So what do you understand by React.js? What is React.js? Let us go and search for it. Okay, let us go and search for it. So React JS. Okay, let's search for React.js on internet. Let me put up your chat right over here, and I will put up the website on the right hand side. So I go on the official website of React. Okay, if I go on the official website of React, it says a JavaScript library for building user interfaces. Okay, a JavaScript library for building user interfaces. Now, traditionally, okay, see, try to understand this. Traditionally, how again, I'm not talking about to make you guys understand what does it mean. I'm trying to take up an example right over here. When a building is constructed, okay, it is constructed using bricks and cement. This is cement. Right, guys, please let me know. Like any house that you are creating, any structure that you are creating, it is created using bricks and cement, right, guys? Please let me know. So what if I'm showing you a building? Maybe they have used various different tools to create the building. Maybe a particular building has been created by manual labor, wherein like people are coming up with shovels and tools, and they're sitting and laying the bricks and applying cement and so on and so forth. Maybe another building has been created that has been created using power tools. They have used drills, they have used like proper JCBs and road rollers and all these kind of big tools and things that are making their work easier. Am I right or wrong, guys? Okay, these guys are using power tools. These guys are using manual labor. Okay, now bricks and cement are still used in both the cases, right or wrong, guys? Bricks and cements are both used in both the cases. But in one particular case, people are doing manual labor. It is taking up a lot of time. Okay, it is taking up a lot of efforts to create that building. And the same building can be created very quickly, very easily, using less amount of people by using power tools. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. Good. In a similar way, when you're creating a website as well, okay, websites can be created in two separate ways. Websites can be created using two separate ways. One is the normal traditional way of making websites, that is by using manual labor, wherein you're using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to create the website directly. And the second particular method is by using something called as React.JS. That will make, okay, the process of creating your website easier, much more faster, less amount of software engineers required on the project as well, easily maintainable, Okay, and all those different features. We are going to discuss right now what are the features that React.js offers to us that are better than using the traditional method of directly using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to create our website. Okay, but are you guys able to understand this parallelity, that why React.js, okay, that why React.js is used? Because it is just like the power tools. Okay, it is just like the power tools itself. Okay, so let's move on from this particular point. Let us see what functionalities does React.js offer to us. Now, when I'm talking about that React.js is a JavaScript library, what do you understand by just the tool library, guys? Okay, if you are a normal English, I don't know programming. I don't know what is programming itself. Okay, I don't know what is programming. Himanshu, as you're able to see, this is official React website. They are mentioning it's a library, so it's a library. Okay, no matter what anybody else says. Try to tell me what is the meaning. Okay, what is the meaning of library? Storehouse of books, right? Collection of things of books where content is stored. Okay, collection of books. So most probably you guys are able to understand it's a collection of books itself. Now, what does books provide us? Books provide us with knowledge on doing something properly. Okay, books provide us with knowledge on doing something properly, right, guys? Right or wrong? Please do let me know. Yes, similar to that, React is a library. Think about it as a library, just like you imagine a library. Okay, it's a library, and instead of books, you are having modules of JavaScript that contains a lot of different functionalities, a lot of tools and techniques to handle some shit for you. Think about React as a library inside of which, instead of having books, there's a module of JavaScript. Somebody has sit there, created millions of functions for you, compiled all those functions for you inside of a module. So what do you mean by a module? By a module, you mean you have thousands and thousands of functions that have been created for a particular use case itself. Here, React is there to help you create a website. So these functions that have been created handle some portion of creating a website. Okay, what you had to do via Scratch by using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, somebody has sit there, made sure that that monotonous job, okay, made sure that that monotonous job has been created into a function that you can directly call and use to do that particular portion of creating a website for you, compiled various different functions together into a single module itself, and now you are having a library of thousands of modules all around you. Thousands of modules all around you that do different stuff, but all of them will help you creating a website. All of them will help you creating a website. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. See, when we will, right now, I'm just giving you an intuition. Okay, I'm giving you guys an intuition itself to understand. Okay, this is what React basically means, but we are going to go into a lot of depth as well. So even if you're not able to understand it right now, no issues in that. Okay, because we are going to learn React.js, right? Practically, right? I'm just giving you an intuition. Okay, not even theory, just an intuition. So right now we'll shift into theory. What is the advantage? So these modules, okay, what do they do? What are some of the major advantages of using React? Okay, that is one of the things. So have you guys visited Airbnb? Have you guys visited Airbnb, guys? Please let me know. So Airbnb is like Oyo, but very costly Oyos. Okay, so rich people buy amazing properties throughout the entire world. Okay, Rich people buy amazing properties throughout the entire world. For example, look at this particular property. Okay, this is a property that exists in Indonesia, and they will rent it out on per day basis. So as you are able to see, per day rent of this particular place is 28,706 rupees. Very costly, but it exists right over there. Okay, so Airbnb is a very big startup. Okay, it's a very big startup. It is one of the like 18 billion or 20 billion dollar startup itself. Very big, I guess. Like, let us check the valuation of Airbnb. Airbnb's valuation is, what is the valuation? Where is the valuation? Revenue, net income, net profit, earnings. What is Airbnb's valuation? So Airbnb's valuation is almost $74 billion. Okay, $74 billion. That is not a valuation, guys. 840 crores is the revenue. Okay, it's the revenue. So it is one of the very big companies across the entire world, guys. Now, when you are using this Airbnb website, are you guys able to see some of the website is getting repeated again and again? Are you guys able to see that some of the website is getting repeated again and again? Are you guys able to see that? Please do let me know. Let us look at this particular portion of the website. Okay, let me take a screenshot of that. Open it up for you guys. So if you are able to see this right over here, okay, if you are able to see it right over here, are you able to see that the cards are repeating itself again and again and again? Think about it. Only thing that is changing inside of the cards is basically the information that it contains. So if you are able to see the first card and compare it with the rest of the cards, every card is having a carousel of images. Okay, multiple images right over here. It is having a like button right over there. It is having where does it exist, which country does it exist, it is having how many stars does it has, it has how many kilometers away it is from you, it is having which nights are available right now. Okay, you are having this particular rate that is there. Okay, so by a card I mean just like you are having a card of playing cards. So a rectangular structure is called as a card. Okay, instead of using a rectangular structure, I'm calling it as a card. Okay, so and this only the information is getting changed, the structure remains the same. So to create this, somebody would have written some HTML, CSS and JavaScript code to create the structure. See, the data is coming from the backend. As a front-end engineer, I don't care what is happening in the backend. The data, that is the food, is getting processed and prepared inside of the kitchen and being brought to you. As a front-end engineer, you just have to make sure that the restaurant is looking good, you are having the seats proper, it is cleaned, everything is proper for the user. You are not concerned with the food. Similar to that, when you are a front-end engineer, the data that is coming up from the backend, you don't give a fuck about it. What you give a fuck about is the code that goes to create that card. So to create that card, you will require some HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Let's assume that you wrote 150 lines of HTML, you wrote 200 lines of CSS and some 20 lines of JavaScript to create this card. Now, for creating a card every single time, for example, right over here on my screen, I am able to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cards that are here on my screen, right, guys? Please let me know. There are 8 cards, that are visible on my screen. So to create 8 cards, I would have to write the same 150 lines of HTML 8 times. I would have to write the same CSS lines of code 8 times. I would have to write the same JavaScript lines of code 8 times. Of course, this does not work like that, but because you don't know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, I'm just explaining to you guys in the very easiest manner possible. Now, that is just increasing the amount of code that you guys are writing. You guys are writing so much code You are increasing the amount of code that you are writing. You will have to write the same code 8 times to create this, wasting your time. And every time, for example, if Airbnb, you are an employee of Airbnb is like, fuck it, I don't like this like button, change it to a star button. Then you will have to go through the entire code wherever you have written those code, and everywhere wherever there was a heart, you will have to change that code into a star. Again, a lot of headache for you, because there will be a million of cards on the screen. You will have to go to million of places, change the code from a heart to a star, again wasting your time. So React.js said that this is shit. Okay, why are you wasting your time? Why are you wasting a developer's time? They could have given more attention to something else, some new features for your website. Why are you wasting your time right over here? So React came and said, I will change everything. I will make this process easier for you. What I'm going to do is, I am going to have this card. Okay, I'm going to have this card, and I'm going to create a website of this card itself. Think about it. I'm going to create this particular card as a website itself. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to bundle all this HTML, CSS and JavaScript code together. Okay, I'm going to bundle all this HTML, CSS and JavaScript code together and call this as a component. Call this as a component. Now, this component is nothing else but just like the functions that we have studied yesterday. Just like the functions that we have studied yesterday, guys. Yesterday we studied about functions, right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. Yesterday we have studied about functions, right or wrong, guys? Think about a function that contains HTML, CSS and JavaScript code inside of it. Think about a function that contains HTML, CSS and JavaScript code inside of it. Now, whenever you want to create another card, instead of writing all that code once again, you can just call that function, right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. We have studied this yesterday. Yesterday only. Nothing new I'm teaching you guys right over here. Nothing new I'm teaching you guys right over here. Yesterday we studied about functions. Think about a function that contains this 150 lines of HTML, 200 lines of CSS and 20 lines of JavaScript. I want to create a new card. I can just call that function once again. I don't even have to write that code. I'll call that function 8 times and I will create that entire thing. This concept of functions being implemented for a website is what they call it as components. We are going to see how to create the component and everything, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, you don't have to worry about it, but I'm just giving you guys an intuition right over here why it is better to shift from normal HTML, CSS to React.js. Now, why I'm telling you guys this is because I know many of, see, I can give you the very simple answer. Every company is using React.js. Every company wants React developers. They don't want HTML, CSS developers. 10 standard students are learning HTML, CSS. They don't want them. They want React developers to work in their company. But then you guys will be like, sir, then why React.js is very important? Why are these companies using React.js? So to answer those questions, I'm telling you guys some of the advantages. There are millions of advantages of React.js. I'm giving you guys some advantages of React.js so that you guys are able to understand it. Now, many of you guys must be, so when did you guys started using Facebook? Can somebody let me know? Like the first time you used Facebook, which year was that? Okay, can you guys put it down in the live chat? The first time when you used Facebook, which year was that, guys? (2020, 2016, 2010, 2012, 2016, 2015, 2011, 2006, bro, come on. Okay, so many of you guys have used the previous versions of Facebook as well. So do you guys remember something that you had to reload the entire page of Facebook to see whether you have got some new messages or you have got some new notifications or not? Do you guys remember that? Please let me know. For those who are currently using Facebook, of course, you won't realize that because you guys are new, you guys are using the latest trends itself. But for those who used Facebook before 2018, okay, before 2018, 2017, if you guys remember it, okay, you guys used to see, okay, for those who don't know, I will just let you guys know right now. So early on, it was not as if like you are on the app and a message just comes in that you have got a new message. It didn't work like that at the early moments. You had to refresh the entire page, click on reload and reload to check if you had a new message or not. Okay, so those websites were created using HTML and CSS. Now you don't face such type of problems. Okay, let's go to Instagram. Let's open up my Instagram account. Let's open up Instagram. So you guys must be knowing that Instagram is also owned by Facebook. So if you don't know that, that is the reason why I'm using Instagram. I don't have a Facebook right now. So this is the DevTown's profile for Instagram, guys. Okay, as you are able to see right over here, how many people follow us? I don't even know that. Yes, there are some people who follow us. That's good. You guys also follow us on Instagram. Okay, so right now if I go to Instagram, okay, and I start scrolling it down below, just look at it. At one particular point of time, it will show that. So I start scrolling it down. See, I'm scrolling it down again and again and again. So it's loading more posts. I'm not refreshing the entire page. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? It loaded more posts up. I didn't refresh the entire page. It loaded more posts up for me. Did you guys see that? I will do it once again. I will just go down below. Look at it, guys. Look at it. It's loading more posts up for me. I'm not refreshing the entire page. It loads more posts for me. Okay. How is it able to do that? How is it able to do that? Right now, if somebody messages me this number right over here, this number on the messages will increase to 8. If I am inside of my messages, if I am inside of the messages itself, okay, then if anybody messages me, a new message will pop in right over here itself. A new message will pop in right over here itself. Okay, without refreshing the page. All that is done using this concept of React called as your virtual DOM. Okay, React uses a concept, and the same goes for YouTube. Absolutely, Shrutika, the same goes on for YouTube as well. For YouTube as well, YouTube, if you just scroll down below, it will load more videos for you instead of you having to just refresh the entire page. And this did not exist inside of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. This is a feature that was added up by React.JS. React made these changes, added these features up, which you guys are currently having the benefit of. All your websites are created. So let's look at the websites created using React.js. Companies that use React.js. Let's just search for that. So if any of these companies are the companies that you are planning to go into, you are having Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Atlassian. So in India, Atlassian is the company that offers the highest packages, even more than Google. If you guys don't know, Atlassian offers more package than even Google for freshers. Uber Eats, Airbnb, Dropbox, Netflix, Code Academy, Skyscanner. You are having companies, Microsoft is using that. You are having companies like Google using it. So React.js is used by almost every single company out there. And that is the reason why we have to use and learn React.js. Okay, so a lot of theory thrown to you guys. Okay, I don't want you guys to be burdened into the theory itself. So what is virtual DOM? Okay, so see, okay, I will explain to you guys about virtual DOM itself. No issues in that. So what used to happen? Okay, I'm not going to understand this. Okay, understand this, guys. Everything that you see on a website. Okay, let's assume this is our website, guys. These are some buttons on the right hand side. Then these are some posts that you are able to see right over here. This is some additional information about your profile, some profiles that are suggested to you. Okay, so this is the Instagram's website, guys. Instagram. Okay, this is the Instagram's website. Now this is the front end. Okay, this is the front end. Initially what used to happen was, this is the back end. This contains all the information. Okay, when you're scrolling down below, or your messages that are coming in, all that lives inside of the back end, right guys? We have already learned about it. All that information actually lives in the back end, right guys? Please let me know. We have already learned about it or not, guys? Please let me know. So your website, okay, where is my pen? Your website was able to communicate with this backend. Initially, in the early days, when it was just created using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, your entire website used to communicate with the backend. So any changes on your website, if you want to see any changes on your website, you would have to refresh the entire website so that the entire website talks to the backend, listens for any kind of changes of information that is there, takes that in and showcase that to you guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Initially, your entire website used to be able to talk to the backend. So if you want to see any kind of changes, you want to see more posts, you want to see if you have some new messages, you will have to refresh your entire page so that it is able to talk to the backend, get the new messages, get the new posts, whatever stuff is, take it all in at once and show it to you. But that caused you that particular problem, that you want to see no new posts. Okay, you will have to refresh the page. Vaibhav Joshi, just contact a career counselor. He will be able to help you out with the same. Now, what happened with components? What I said, what is a component? Component is like a mini website on your website itself. Component is a mini website inside of your website. So what happened in the new sense is that each of these small icons itself was treated as a website. Each of these components itself were treated as a website. Each of these components were able to directly talk to the backend. Each of these components, because like I said, guys, each of these components itself is directly able to talk to the backend. Directly, without the involvement of anything else out there. It's directly able to talk to the backend. So without you refreshing the entire page, without you reloading the entire website, it is directly able to talk to the backend, look for any changes that it should make and make those changes for you. And that is what this virtual DOM concept is. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. I'm trying to make sure that it is as simple. I'm using very simple examples. I'm not even going into a lot of technical things itself. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure that you guys are able to understand the concepts properly, guys. Good, guys. Amazing. Amazing. Sir, it only changes the components which require it, right, Preetham? Yes, that is the reason why each of these components is like a mini website. If they have any changes, it will get automatically refreshed. You don't have to do anything for them. That's the best part. So I'm going to take up the attendance right now, guys. Okay, after that, we are going to start with our hands-on practice in React.JS. Okay, I'm going to take up the attendance right now, guys. After that, we will start on with our hands-on practice in React.js, guys. Okay, there will be 2 attendances. This is the first attendance for today. The attendance will be closed exactly at 8:11. The attendance will be closed exactly at 8:11, guys. Please start filling up the attendance right now. This is the first attendance for today. After that, we'll be starting off with the second half of the class, that is hands-on practice in React.JS. Okay. So while learning React.JS, Shrutika, you are not going into backend. For backend as well, we are going to have one more bootcamp in the future on Node and Express. You can definitely attend that particular bootcamp. Rutvik Reddy. Sir, I know all the concepts of JavaScript and React.js, but I'm unable to think or implement when it comes to projects. What should I do? Can you help, sir? Ritvik, my suggestion to you would be very simple, and please try to follow this particular suggestion by heart. You're using YouTube right over here, right? Don't do anything. Open up the YouTube's website. Okay. On one side of your computer, open up VS Code on the other side of the computer. Try to create a clone, a front end clone of YouTube using React.js. Do not look at any courses. Do not look at any videos that is going to do this exact same thing. If you are stuck somewhere, do a Google search. That's it. And do not search how to create a YouTube clone using React.js. That would not be something that that won't help you at any particular point of time. Okay, my suggestion would be open up YouTube, open up your VS Code, try to create the clone wherever you are stuck. Google what you are stuck at. That's it. And I'm guaranteeing you your skills and your projects will be better. Okay. Sir, I was not present yesterday. I was traveling to another city. Can I get a chance? Rishu Gupta, no issues. Just fill up the attendance properly. So it means React.js is a revolution? No, it's absolutely not. It is a need. There's a difference. A revolution is basically something that is changing everything that is being done, and people are pushing the change up. People just realized that it is a need. So they had to make the changes. Suggest me, please. Arzu Tomar, what is your question? Can you make the session in Google Meet? Litesh, we usually have a career counseling sessions. So you guys can definitely do that. Participate in that. There's no disadvantages to React.js because it has been such a time that currently there are not a lot of disadvantages to React.js, and whatever these are, companies have already plugged that in, so you don't have to worry about it. So when we'll get our certificates? After the bootcamp, once the bootcamp ends. So who gets more salary, front end or back end? Actually, both of them do not get any salaries right now. The reason for that is companies are not looking for just front end developers and just back end developers right now. That concept used to exist before 2018. That concept has been shifted. Right now, companies only look for full stack web developers. People who know front end, people who know back end, people who know DevOps, people who know cloud. We are going to learn more, guys. Don't worry. I'm just like, the attendance is happening right now. This traffic or attendance, Vathor, you just have to reload the page. Sir, are you married? No, not at all. Okay. A lot of questions. Can you make the session in Google Meet? Currently not. Okay, we are almost done. Just one more minute. Where do you stay at Bangalore? In Gormangla. What is the salary of a full stack developer? So up till now, in full stack development, we have placed more than 3,000 students. Over a span of 2 years, DevTown itself has placed more than 3,000 students. And the average package was 15.7 lakhs per annum. That was the average package of full stack developers, 15.7 lakhs per annum. Okay, so the time for attendance is done. Okay, guys, so shall we continue with our class? Please let me know. Shall we start with our class, guys? Please let me know. So some of my friends came to the house and we bought a lot of Red Bull. Now I have some 4 crates of Red Bull left at the house because they didn't drink it. Now every day I'm drinking one Red Bull while I'm taking up the boot camp so that I'm able to finish the Red Bull up. Not wasting Red Bull. It was very costly. I'm like, no, we have to drink it. Okay, we can't throw it away. Okay, so let's continue with our class, guys. Let's continue with our class. So the question is very simple. Now we are going to learn a little bit of React.js. So today, first day, okay, we'll learn a little bit of React.js hands-on. That is our aim, guys, hands-on. I promised you one thing, that whenever we'll be starting React.js, we will be doing it directly so that anybody and everybody can do it from their mobile phones as well. Okay, anybody and everybody can do it from their mobile phones as well, guys. Okay, so our job is to make sure that we are able to do it from the mobile phones as well. Anybody can do it. Okay, so for that reason, we are going to use something called as Code Sandbox. Okay, so you guys can just go do a Google search, okay, for Code Sandbox. Okay, do a Google search for Code Sandbox, guys. Once you open up Code Sandbox, you guys can select Code Sandbox. The very first thing at codesandbox.io. Okay, open it up. It's a free platform. As you're able to see right over here, I'm also using the free license itself. I'm not bought any license. You can also do it. If you have a laptop, you can use it. If you have having a mobile phone as well, you can do all the coding on this particular website from your mobile phone as well. That is the only reason why we are using this. Okay, once you open it up, click on this particular create button, guys. Click on this particular create button. Are you guys able to see this create button? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see this create button, guys? Please let me know. Click on this particular create button and then select React from right over there. Okay, select React from right over there. Okay, now this Code Sandbox will install all the things that is necessary to create a React application for you. You don't have to do anything. It will do everything for you directly itself. Now, again, many of you guys are asking, sir, please tell me again. Guys, I'm not teaching anything right over here. And this video is available with you with lifetime access. So if you're not able to listen to me what I was saying, you can just rewind it back at the later point of time and see what I did. I just opened up a website called as Code Sandbox. Okay, I opened up their React module from right over there. That's it. Okay, nothing else. So right over here, guys, there is some code that has been previously written for us. I want you guys to make some changes before starting. Okay, first we will be deleting this index.js, this app.js file for us. We'll be deleting this app.js file. That is the first thing that we are going to do. To delete this file, just click on this cross button on the right hand side of app.js. Click on this particular delete button and delete this particular file called as app.js. The next thing that we want to do is we want to drag, okay, drag and drop. So right now your styles.css, okay, your styles.css is present inside of the src folder. Styles.css is present inside of the src folder, guys. I want to shift the styles.css from the src folder to the public folder, guys. Okay, I want to shift the file from src folder to the public folder. So just drag and drop it right over here. Again, I'm making sure that you guys are able to understand this. You don't have to code along with me. You don't have to code along with me. And if you don't have to code along with me, I'm just making some changes in the files. You can just rewatch this particular part at any particular point of time. I'm not teaching you guys anything. I'm not teaching you guys anything right now. I'm just making some changes. And you are not supposed to code along with me. So if you are coding along with me, you are missing out on stuff. Okay? So you don't have to even listen to this particular part what I'm saying. I'm just making some changes that you will also have to do when you are coding, not right now. Okay? Good. So then select the index.js, okay, and delete everything present inside of index.js. Just delete everything present in index.js, guys. The index.js should be completely empty. And now you are ready to learn React.js, guys. Now you are ready to learn React.js. Okay. What is the reason behind these changes? Okay, so whenever Code Sandbox creates a React sandbox for you, right now we are using Code Sandbox, and they have created a sandbox for us for writing React code. So they put up some basic code inside of these files so that you are easily able to use it. But we want to start from the utmost basics, right? We want to start from the utmost scratch. So if there is no code, then we'll have to write everything ourselves, and then we will be able to understand why we are writing that as well. So I've just removed all the code right over here so that we are able to learn everything from the basics. Okay, good. So there are three parts of the website that you are able to see right over here, right, guys? One is on the left hand side, wherein you are able to see all the files and folders that are present inside of the sandbox. On the left hand side, you are able to see some files and folders that are present on the left hand side inside of the sandbox. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. Am I right or wrong, guys? We are able to see some files and folders that are present on the left hand side. Please let me know. Right? Good. In the middle, there is some place where we are able to code, where we are able to write our code itself. Okay. So left hand side, files and folders present inside of our website. In the middle, you are inside of the sandbox. In the middle, you are having the code where you're going to write your code. On the right hand side, it is a website that you're going to create. On the right hand side, you're having some website that you're going to create, guys. Now to hide these files, just click on this Explorer button. Okay, to hide these files, click on this particular Explorer button, guys. It will hide the files for you. The browser, let's open it up in a new tab. Okay, so to make some space right over here, so just click on this particular button on the right hand side called as open in new window. Are you guys able to see this button? Open in new window, guys. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see this? Open in new window on the right hand side, this button that you are able to see. Yes? Just click on that. It will open up the website that you are going to build on a new tab. So right now, this is the website that you are going to build right over here, guys. The next thing that we want to do is we want to close this off. We don't want the browser as well. We just want the place where we are going to write our code. That is this index.js. This is the place where we are going to write our code, guys, that I have opened up in front of you. Okay, index.js. This is where we are going to start writing our React code. Now, I told you guys that React is a library, right, guys? Please do let me know. I told you guys React is a library. Somebody created JavaScript. JavaScript was created 15 years before React.js was created. Okay. JavaScript was created 15 years before React was created. So do you think JavaScript knows what React is? Think about it. Do you think that JavaScript knows what React is? No, right? Because JavaScript was created 15 years ago. How would he know about React? So we have to tell JavaScript about React first of all. That dude, sir, we don't know HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Sir, we don't know HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Take home, good that you don't know HTML, CSS, JavaScript. But I just taught you the basics of JavaScript. What were you doing? What were you doing in the class if you don't know that? Secondly, I have told you that you don't need to know HTML, CSS. So JavaScript I've taught, you don't need to know HTML, CSS. You can learn React right over here. Don't waste your time on silly things. Okay, good. So right over here, guys, we have to tell JavaScript. Okay, we have to tell JavaScript what is React. We have to tell JavaScript that we are going to use React itself. Okay, we will tell JavaScript that we have to use React. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to create a variable. Okay, we are going to create a variable var. Okay, so let's try to understand this. Do you know what is pi? Okay, do you know what is pi, guys? Pi. 3.14. Do you know pi? 3.14, guys. Aditya Nayak, it is very rude for you not even to respond to us about attendance as the capture took time. We request you to send the link again. I listened to you and I ignored you with full respect. Now, is it fine? I am not rude. I ignored you with full respect itself. Please, guys, try to understand one thing. With respect to attendance, I really don't give a fuck. I really don't. I told you guys, 5 minutes will be the time to fill the attendance. 5 minutes is given to you. 1700 people were live with me while I told you guys that I'm going to give the attendance. 1782 people filled up the attendance. Many of you guys must be facing some kind of problems. No issues in that. You missed out on attendance. No issues in that. Focus upon the knowledge then. You're here in the class. People should pay attention. There might be a captcha. There might be other problems. 5 minutes is more than sufficient for that. Even I fill up captchas. As soon as the link is shown to you guys, you have to click on it. You have to start filling it up. Please do not disturb the rest of the students. Okay? You're here to learn. You're not here for certificates. And if you're here for certificates, you should just leave from my class. I want students who are hungry for knowledge. I don't want students who are here just for certificates. Okay, so pi is equals to 3.14. Can I do this? Pi is equals to 5. Can I do that? Please do let me know. Can I do pi is equals to 5, guys? Please let me know. People are saying, no, I can't do that. Why cannot do that? Why can I not do that? Why? Because pi is a constant. Its value is fixed. Its value is 3.14. It can never be changed. It should never be changed. It should never be modified. It should never be changed. Why? Because it is a constant. But what if whatever we have learned up till now in JavaScript, I want to create pi in JavaScript. If I'm writing var control Z, pi is equals to 3.14, then according to JavaScript rules, I can write that pi is equals to pi plus 4. I can write that pi is equals to 5. According to JavaScript rules, these are fine. This will work. It will show you no issues. No problems. And that is not something that we want. That is not something that we want. We want pi to be a constant. And for that, we have something else inside of JavaScript that is called as const. Const pi is equals to 3.14. Just like var pi, you are having something called as const pi. Okay? This const is something that is going to make your pi constant. It's going to make your pi constant. And what do I understand about constant, guys? What do we understand about constant? Okay, that now we cannot do something like pi is equals to pi plus 4. We can't do that. It will give me an error. I can't write pi is equals to 5. I can't do that. It will give me an error because now pi is a constant. So you are having a variable. You are having something called as a constant as well. That is a const. Okay. So right over here, where was I coding? I forgot about it. So right over here, guys, I'm creating a const called as React. I'm going to create a const called as React that is going to store the entire React library inside of it. Okay, because I'm going to use that library, right, guys? I want to use the React library. So to be able to use it, I'm creating a const called as React that is going to store all the entire React library inside of it. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. It is going to store the entire React library inside of it, guys. So I'm going to tell JavaScript that, bro, I require React. And that requirement I'm going to store inside of this constant called as React itself, so that I'm able to use it at a later point of time. So I'm going to first require React, and I'm going to store it inside of a constant called as React. Okay. The second library that I need to require is the React DOM library. Okay, is the React DOM library. The entire thing of the virtual DOM that I try to make you guys understand, that is managed by a sub library of React called as React DOM. What is require? It has the same meaning as English. I require this library called as React to use it. You are telling JavaScript that you require this library. You want to get this library to use it. Similar to that, there is another library called as React DOM, guys. React DOM. And that is also something that we are going to require. We are going to require React DOM as well. Okay, React DOM as well, guys. So these are the two libraries that we will be utilizing. Okay, that we require and we will be utilizing to create our React applications, to create our websites itself. Now, I told you guys that whenever a programmer starts a new program, to learn a new technology, to learn a new programming language, the first thing that he does is to write hello world in that particular language, right? Write hello world in that language. The first thing that we are going to do right over here is to write hello world to our website using React.JS. That is the first thing that we want to do. Okay. So what are we going to do right over here, guys? I'm going to use React DOM.render. So what do you understand by the term render in normal English? Normal English, guys. I don't know programming. What do you understand by normal English? By render in normal English. I am not even able to understand. What's up? Why are we not learning Java? Wow. Okay, render, guys, render, to give, fetching something, showing something. Okay, to show something, I'm space. Okay, so in a sentence, if I'm using it, I'm rendering something to my screen. Okay, I'm rendering something to my screen. That is, I'm showing something to my screen. I'm loading something to my screen itself. Rendering basically means to show something. Okay, it means to show something itself. So we want to show something to our website. We want to display something to our website itself. For that, we are going to use the React DOM dot render. Okay, React DOM dot render attribute. So this render method that is there inside of it, okay, it takes in two attributes, guys. It takes in two attributes. What are these two attributes? Where do you want to render? Where to render? Where to show, to make you guys understand. Where to show and what to show and where to show. It takes in two attributes, guys. What do you want to show? Where do you want to show? Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. It takes in two attributes, guys. You want to render something to your website. What do you want to show on your website? Where do you want to show on your website? Are you guys able to understand it? Please let me know. What do you want to show on your website? We want to show hello world on our website. Okay, I want to show hello world on my website. Where do I want to show it? Okay, where do I want to show it? Okay, where do I want to show? Okay, where do I want to show it, guys? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside of my public. inside of my website, that is the HTML. So your website is basically this HTML file that is there. Inside of here, I want to show my website inside of this div that has an ID of root. This is where I want to showcase my hello world on my website, guys. See, try to understand, your website is still HTML and CSS and JavaScript. React is just helping you make the bigger things easily. Okay, so still your base of your entire website, the skeleton of your entire website is still your HTML itself. So inside of this div tag, I want to showcase my hello world on my screen. Okay, so this div tag is an ID of root, guys. This ID is just like the roll number that you have in your college. Okay, in your college, every student has an ID as a roll number. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. In your school or in your college, everybody has an ID or a roll number, right, guys? That uniquely identifies you in the entire college. If I am saying that your ID, from my end, buffering is not happening, guys. I think so it is from your end. From my end, buffering is not happening. From my end, buffering is not happening, guys. From my end, buffering is not happening, guys. From my end, buffering is absolutely clear. There is no buffering whatsoever. I have checked it. So like I said, guys, in our college itself, in our school as well, okay, everybody has a unique ID, has a roll number that is there. I will have a roll number that will uniquely identify me inside of my entire college. I have an ID that uniquely identifies me inside of the entire college itself. Right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. So similar to that, right over here as well, this ID of root uniquely identifies this div tag in the entire HTML page. In the entire HTML page, this div tag, this ID root is able to uniquely identify this div tag in the entire page itself. Okay, and we want to render our hello world inside of here. So what we're going to do is, now the HTML website that you are having, guys, the HTML website that you guys are having, that is called as your document. Okay, you refer this index.html file. Okay, this index.html file as a document itself, guys. Okay, you refer the index.html as a document. So document dot get element by ID. You want to get the element that has an ID of root. What I've written right over here is inside of the document. Okay, inside of the document itself, that is index.html. See, guys, you don't need to know what is HTML. You don't need to know what is a div tag. Okay, what is its use? You don't need to know that. You know, what you need to know is very simple. Okay, see, don't get confused. Don't try to be very smart. Okay, try to be a dumb for just 5 minutes. Try to understand this. You don't need to know what is a div tag. You don't need to know what is index.html. There's a file. There's a file that is called as index.html. It contains some shit as HTML code inside of it. We don't care what that code is. We just want to showcase our information, that is hello world, inside of this something, this div tag. I want to showcase it right over here. Right over here, it should come up as hello world. I don't know what is this div tag. I don't even care about it. I care about how to identify this div tag. This div tag is a student. Fuck it. It's not even an HTML tag. It's a student. That student has a div tag of, is an ID of root. What is ID? ID is a roll number that uniquely identifies that tag inside of this entire file called as index.html. Will uniquely identify that div tag right over there. Second thing that you need to understand is that file index.html is called as a document. It's called as a document. That div tag, you want to identify it by its ID. You want to identify the student by its ID. Okay, so get the student by ID. This is what you have written right over here. Get element, okay, that is the student that you want to identify. Get the student by its ID. What was the ID? The ID was root. The ID was root. This is what you want to do. Are you guys able to understand it? Please let me know. Still you are not able to understand it. Are you guys able to understand it, or are you guys still not able to understand what I have written right over here? Good. Document dot get element by ID. Okay, so now I have put up the hello world inside of another tag, just like the div tag that was there. Okay, I'm going to make you guys what is this p tag. So instead of HTML, you are able to see a button on your screen, right? You are able to see some text that is big and bold. You are able to see a paragraph text written right over there. Okay, you are able to see some image that is there on your website. Okay, so all that is coming up by using something called as tags in HTML. Okay, these tags basically add some more information to the text that is there. For example, right over here, I want this hello world to appear as a paragraph. I want this hello world text to appear as a paragraph on my website. So I use this opening p tag and a closing p tag right over here. So whatever is present inside this opening p tag and the closing p tag will be treated as a paragraph on my website. Okay, that is the use of HTML. You are having this hello world that is there. I want to showcase it on my website as a paragraph. So I'm having this opening p tag and the closing p tag. Whatever is present in between that tag will now be considered as a paragraph on my website. Now if I'm saving this entire thing, going back to my website, you are able to see hello world that you are able to see right over here, guys. Please do let me know. What do you mean by tag? This P that you are able to see inside of these parentheses, that is a tag. Okay, that is a tag itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. So as you're able to see on our website, we are getting hello world. Okay, you're able to see hello world on your screen. So we have done our basic thing in React.JS, where we are able to create a very simple website wherein we used React to showcase hello world on our screen. Okay, tomorrow onwards we are going, so this is very simple. Okay, we have not done very big things right over here. I'm giving you guys an assignment for today. Okay, I'm giving you guys an assignment for today. Whatever I've told you guys, revise it tonight. Okay, whatever I've told you guys, revise it tonight, guys. Can I have show without any HTML tags, sir? Please reply me. Dheeraj Yadav, no, you can't do that. Is it compulsory to write the first 2 lines of code when you start a new project? Yes, of course you have to. Okay, so for today, your job is to revise everything that we have done today. Okay, and come back to tomorrow's class. Tomorrow we are going to first understand what I didn't see anybody asking me a question. Right over here, when you are looking at this code, there is something wrong with this code. Okay, these 2 lines of code are JavaScript code itself. But this is not JavaScript code. This is HTML code that I've written right over here. But this is JavaScript code. This needed to be a JavaScript code, right? Why are we writing HTML inside of it? Why are we writing HTML inside of it? It should be JavaScript right over here. So this is not pure JavaScript. What we were learning before today is called as JSX. Sorry, it's called as vanilla JavaScript, the simple version of JavaScript itself. This right over here, what you're writing right now, is called as JSX or JavaScript XML. That is what it is called as. So we tomorrow, the first thing that we'll do is, what is this JSX? Why do we need to learn JSX? This should be a JavaScript code. Then why are we learning JSX? Okay, how is it working right over here? What happened if I don't want to write JSX code? How can we write this in vanilla JavaScript? How can we write this in simple JavaScript itself? How can we do that? That is what we are going to do, guys. Okay, are you guys able to understand it? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Good. Revise everything today. Come back to tomorrow's class on time and we'll continue from right over there, guys. We'll continue from right over there. Okay. I'm not going to take up the second attendance, guys. I'm not going to take up the second attendance. So the class is over. You guys can leave the class. We'll meet tomorrow. The assignment is very simple. Whatever I've taught today, you have to revise everything and come back to tomorrow's class. There'll be no second attendance today, guys, because many of the students miss the attendance. I want them to miss their attendance itself. Okay, so we will have the class tomorrow at 7:30 at on time. You guys can leave the class right now. We'll meet tomorrow directly and we'll continue with our class from right over there. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. Please make sure that you are in the class on time tomorrow. Okay, and we will be continuing from right over there. The class is over. Before going, if you guys like today's class and you guys able to learn something new, do like today's class and then go if it's possible. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. Have a good day ahead. Please revise everything that we have learned in our today's class and come back for tomorrow's class itself. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. Good night. Have a good day ahead. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Bye. Bye.